Kong. Let's see if he's been able to, sort of solve those problems. It doesn't appear like he wants to go with any sort of secondary. He keeps grinding it out with Ryu, so I'm thinking that he's going to stay that the whole time, but don't be surprised if we see a counter pick if MVD unleashes a flurry upon Darkshad.
And here you can see the counter-picking tendencies of these characters striking out Final Destination Smashville here for Darkshad, Battlefield in Town for MVD, and the only remaining stage is the beautiful, illustrious
and
Lilac
certainly
Cruise.
Uncontroversial Lilac Cruise.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nightwing.
All I do know is that MVD is going to have to make sure that he uses that Diddy Kong banana to keep Darkshad away from him and to keep him from, utilizing his impressive offense, because if Darkshad is able to get a hold of the monkey, it's going to go flying.
Yep, you have to be very careful here. I mean, both these players can take notes from that set that just played on stream mere moments ago. And you saw how patient Zero was. He just took his sweet time, walled out with the banana, and we're seeing MVD do just the same here, except with the back air, because he has great positioning on these platforms.
Yeah, are we sure that this isn't just a replay of the last match?
Oh no, now Darkshad's getting in. He was able to strike back just in that brief second. And when he hits with your feet, he only takes like 2 hits, and then we're tied.
Right, exactly. That's the best thing about Ryu. Ooh, I know what you were looking for there, Darkshad, but you weren't. The MVD smartly getting out of dodge there and going back over and around Darkshad on his way back. Resets to neutral, and this is where MVD has found success so far in the early stages of this set.
Monkey flip over the banana, which was in Darkshad's control. Mixing up on his shield, but no respect coming out here. Darkshad just says, I know you're jumping in, I got your number, and that's stock number 1.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you like bananas? How about these bananas?
Cleaned him up real quick. I know that banana was tricky, but Darkshad will make it back.
Luckily, Darkshad with an intimate knowledge of Lilac Cruise, make sure that he goes right to the ledge there, as opposed to, trying any sort of shenanigans, and recovers safely, resets to neutral, and now finds himself with a pretty good advantage here on MVD.
Well, without the rage to help out MVD here, that Ryu's going to stay alive, even though 150% after the patented down tilt up smash kill confirmed. But MVD continuing this juggle, not letting Darkshad get back into the neutral to get any kind of extra credit percent.
Yeah, extra credit is really huge in this matchup on both sides. Now that Darkshad's taken the first stock, he's got to try and put on as much as possible so that when he loses his rage, his kill options don't disappear.
Going with the DI mix-up here with that forward air, instead of going for the up smash, thinking that Darkshad would be DIing away and then towards the side blast zone, but he will survive and continue to rack up these numbers. And this is a scary spot. If you can't clear out this Ryu, maximum rage Shoryuken is a thing.
Is it not mostly scary against Ryu, like 90% of the time? Like, it's like being in a house with, like, if you play that new Friday the 13th game,
yeah, Jason.
It's being in the house with Jason. Like you turn the corner and all of a sudden there's an axe murderer in front of you, and that is Ryu's Shoryuken.
And the Darkshad special actually went very well punished there by MVD to seal out that stock.
Yeah, the Darkshad special is what he utilized to beat a lot of top players, most notably MK Leo.
What it is empty Shoryuken, not even a punish, but you try to bait them into punishing it, and then the second Shoryuken comes out real quick, seals the stock.
It's sort of like the meme that's from back from like 2009 was the Ken flowchart from Street Fighter. It's like, Shoryuken, did it hit? No? Well, Shoryuken again.
That's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. And trying to focus attack straight through that up smash. MVD, great option coverage there.
And now, I mean, it looked like Darkshad had some pretty serious extra credit. It looked like he was going to get an A in this class, but looks like Teacher MVD is about to fail this man.
He will grab the ledge pretty safely.
Oh, no!
The foot!
Yeah, it clocks him right in the jaw with that heel slot, or the heel kick.
That banana is comically large in Ryu's hand. It's like twice as big as his head, but it looks like...
Oh! He lands with Shoryuken. MVD going for some sort of option there, but Darkshad's Ryu just shut it down and sent him away.
Again, just very little respect coming out here from Darkshad. He's saying, I know you're antsy enough to continue this juggle, but if that juggle isn't frame perfect punish, I got this great button, and it's going to kill you.
Sturm, that is one thing that I will say that I associate with you most often is the call of, hey, that's a good button. But gosh dang it, are you not right 90% of the time?
There are a lot of good buttons. It's a good game.
It's a great game. That's why we are here at Smash and Splash 3 at the Kalahari Resorts and Spa in the Wisconsin Dells. Let's see if MVD can extend his winner's bracket run here, or if he will go to the losers early.
I think MVD just has to play it a little bit slower. Like, you saw how patient Zero was. He really just waited out every single little button that Shell was going to press. And like, the options are pretty linear in general that Ryu has. He's going to throw out these tilts. They're very short range. You can probably outrange him with this down tilt of yours, which is so great.
Yeah, and it's always kind of deceptive how far that leg stretches out during the down tilt.
And MVD, he's using that movement that Zero was so proficient at, just dancing. You need to dance around Ryu. He's very immobile. So being able to mix up with the
oh wow, great perfect
flips.
shield to get away from that jab, and now a long string here is going to take a lot of damage onto MVD. 90% to 71%. That's firmly in Ryu's favor because of the kill power that he has.
A forward smash here, not going to be enough kill power yet for MVD, but it is optimal damage, knocking Ryu away, but that's good trade coming out here for E2C Zone from Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, I know that MVD oftentimes comes to the Midwest, and he's a bit of our homeboy, but, you know, it's a Midwest tournament. We got to give our Midwest guys the support, and Darkshad, again, opens up with the first stock of the game, too.
And he planted that gigantic back air there that Ryu has. It's just so big. Every one of those aerials has like some kind of kill power, and it's going to hurt in the morning. MVD, he's got to slow it down, find a way to get this stock.
Darkshad just kind of content to sit on that platform and now takes an aggressive option, but MVD immediately punishes and is going to get the stock. If it were me, I would have stayed on that platform. You seemed pretty content there. MVD didn't seem to have an option to come up from below.
Okay, nice stun here on the focus attack. Gonna get something started.
And he just goes from 18% all the way up to 58 after that.
Explosive offense coming out here from Ohio's #1 player for now until Tweet gets PR.
That's true. Oh, and he really actually had a good thought there trying to Shoryu another back air, but misses it, and now the punish is on here from MVD, looking like a torture chamber.
You really need to play Diddy Kong like a sword character in this matchup, using those back airs and forward airs, just poking the Ryu away, because when he gets in, it clearly hurts. And you see these trades are actually even going Ryu's way, but you just have to keep keeping him out.
Trading with Ryu isn't really trading with Ryu.
No, that's GameStop trading with Ryu. I guess I can give you $1 for your Madden 2004. Anyway, look at MVD slowing down. This is good.
Yep, he's got it's up to Diddy Kong to control the pace, because if you let Ryu dictate it, you know, that's exactly what he wants, because all of his stuff will kill, whereas Diddy has to work a little bit harder than Ryu most of the time to get kills when they're already at close range. If MVD comes at Darkshad, that's exactly what Darkshad wants.
Monkey Flip gets MVD out of there. He does not want to be caught in the corner there with Ryu throwing out those elbows. It's very scary to get up from the ledge with that present. 1% separating these two.
Yeah, it's been a close game, too. Darkshad obviously was in control of game 1, and now MVD is looking to even it up.
Oh, watch out. That neutral air almost confirmed into something, but looks like Darkshad's going to blink first. Not enough to kill yet.
Oh, but he gets the monkey flip.
Excellent.
Yep, gives him the double cross, you know, across his chest and knocks him into the blast zone. We are going into game 3 tied up.
By the virtue of winning game 1, Darkshad will have counter pick advantage, which matters a lot.
Look, and that's Ohio supporting their boy out there, swinging that flag.
Is that the Ohio flag?
I think it's the state flag. Why else would they put it on camera?
Oh, okay. So the guys from there are from Melee, but they saw Ohio on the screen. And they're like, you know what? Game doesn't matter. I'm here to support my region.
One unit.
One unit.
Except you know, it's region bias. So like, screw all those other guys.
Of course. That's how the Midwest works, man. Yeah. We are competitive between states. But
yeah, I mean, we are very our hospitality is second to none until we actually get into the game.
And into this game on Town and City right now is Ryu versus Diddy Kong again. The 6th game in a row of this matchup. Or no, third. For some reason, I thought the last matchup was all 3 Ryu Diddy Kongs. But anywho.
Anyway, we've seen a lot of it, and so we, you know, we've been able to sort of dissect this matchup pretty well. Obviously, these guys were watching Zero versus Shell, and you know, sort of adjusted their play styles, I'm sure, based on what they saw, and a lot of you know, counters, reposits, counter reposits, all of that leading into a close set. Only 10% separating these guys.
This neutral between the two of them right now is very intriguing, because we're seeing Darkshad do empty double jumps now added into his repertoire, trying to mix up when he's going to be landing with one of those big old Ryu aerials like that forward air, but MVD scouted that out, went for the patient punish, continuing this landing trap.
Yeah, I think the important thing is for MVD is to just keep up the offense. Like right there, like he went for the aggressive option with an up smash. You know, it's possible that Darkshad could have done something about that, but MVD had confidence that he wouldn't, and now he finally finds himself on the correct end of a stock take first in this game 3.
And he's still keeping the pressure on. There's nowhere for Darkshad to go, but just barely dodges.
You know, we've talked a lot about in the Midwest about coining the term the Diddy Vortex, and my goodness, it is on right now.
This is a pretty big download here from MVD. Just all over this guy, and that should do it.
And it does do it. We are back to 2015 for just a moment there. Hoo-ha, given MVD game 3 and counter pick advantage for the remainder of the set.
And turning it around here on Talent City. Darkshad didn't really even get a chance to play the game.
I'm not going to lie, I definitely thought MVD was just drinking a beer.
That's a water. That's water. Come on.
I know it's water, but, you know, it's entirely possible.
When I make top 32 and I'm on stream, you know exactly what it'll be. But anywho, MVD is looking clutch here.
It is. Guys, you may have just saw that pop up momentarily, but please go to Matcherino and help donate to the pot. You don't even have to donate anything of your own. Just use the code, I believe it was Smash and Splash, to donate to the pot. That's all thanks to Matcherino, and you can raise the stakes by up to $1,000 for free. So if you're watching, go do that and help these guys compete for even larger chunks of cash.
Yep, all it takes is 1,000 of you Twitch monsters to type in that code. But
I know there's 1,000 of you out there that have the wherewithal to donate $1, which actually you don't even donate. You just use the code and Matcherino does it all by itself.
We are here on Suzaku Castle.
Oh, this is absolutely a music counter pick for Darkshad. He knows that having home field advantage can sometimes be big for your psyche.
We've seen Ryu succeed very well on this stage.
We saw Locust do this very thing. He came to Suzaku Castle and beat Zero here.
And that was one of the craziest comebacks ever. Do not forget, Ryu is the comeback kid. He is behind quite a bit, about 60% and counting here, but he's just adding into his firepower. He just needs to get Diddy Kong about to like 75–80%, and then try to seal the stock.
Possibly even less. Possibly even less if he can keep surviving through all this damage. At 111 already, which means that you're about like 70% rage.
Oh, he looked to continue the string with a Nair to continue sending Diddy Kong over to the left, maybe set up for a Dare Spike.
Oh, wow. Darkshad very riskily staying just in shield right there. It could have led to a grab. Back throw off the stage would have put him in a bad spot, but luckily, you know, just decided to stay with it. MVD didn't punish, and now we are back to neutral.
Again, spacing out these two. Gonna break through that zone there is Ryu. Getting some grabs. Just taking the stage control right now.
I like him throwing out the Hadouken, forcing MVD to either air dodge or burn his jump. Forces an option, which then Darkshad can possibly take advantage of.
Oh, not going to work the third time there, Darkshad. Unfortunately, MVD is not going to fall for it. Taking that stock with a forward smash, clearing all that rage, will keep him alive for even longer.
You are correct, Lord Sturm, and the first 2 games, MVD lost his stock first. Now it is on the Darkshad side. He has lost 2 straight games his stock first, and so that means he's got to try and come back. You mentioned that he's the comeback kid, but Diddy Kong can sometimes just be too suffocating.
And that is looking to be the case here. Monkey Flip continuing the pressure. Darkshad is looking out of options, but he gets the jump short you. Such an important stock. He is on his winner's bracket life right now.
Yeah, and being in winner's bracket is so important in this one because there are so many hidden bosses that came out here from the Midwest that any one of those guys lurking in loser's bracket could push you out of the tournament way earlier than you were expecting.
Indeed, there's many people lurking in the lower bracket. You want to stay in winners as long as humanly possible.
And MVD is still in a pretty good position to make that happen and advance into top 16. Darkshad, though, you know, you said like 60–70%.
Yep, that's all you need.
That is indeed
You're
all
3
you
off now. Whoa, buddy! Percent doesn't matter when you got a dare like that.
No. How are you going to do that to him, Darkshad? How are you just going to end? Like, MVD felt like he was in control that entire time, and then all of a sudden he's like, wah!
Diddy's exasperated face when he gets spiked. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Where'd he go? Did he just run off? 30-second timeout to grab a water here for Darkshad.
So that's actually relatively interesting, is that the 30-second timeout is just a regular timeout. It doesn't necessarily have to be used for coaching, and he actually utilized it there to get himself some water. And that is important because that keeps your joints lubricated and your mind sharp.
Yep.
Water is good for you guys.
Definitely. And we're going to take this minute here to take a commentary sip of water.
Yeah, everyone's taking a water break, guys. Stay hydrated when you're at tournaments here. I know it may seem like we're trying to make a Smash and Splash joke here, but no, we are concerned for smashing health.
Oh, yeah. Like, being hydrated is just generally a good point in all aspects of life.
Especially, you know, if you're a competitor, if you're a commentator, if you're a staff member, anybody, any way that you, you know, contribute
here.
You're
a Twitch monster.
Yeah, exactly. Please stay hydrated, guys. It is important. Now, we will see, you know, if that water break makes a difference and if Darkshad maybe used also that 30 seconds to kind of collect his thoughts going into this first Game 5 of Top 32.
That's probably also a very relevant point there. It's just you can take a second to breathe. Like, sometimes people will just be like, immediately run back. And, you know, this is Final Destination. Technically a run back to the same stage, although the music counter pick is now null and void.
Indeed, and I think MVD really felt like he lost that not due to the stage, so that's why he's coming back here. Sort of just realizing that Diddy Kong is effective on any stage. Darkshad is going to be, you know, again, having to make the comeback. MVD just coming out to a huge lead. And usually you want to be on the positive side of the damage deficit if you're Ryu, because that means that there's so much work to do.
How did he sneak past us? And this combo is sweet coming out from Darkshad, although unfortunately the Tatsu missed, which would have added even more damage and given him the stage control, but MVD going to strike back.
We've reset to neutral here, though, so Darkshad has actually, you know, even though Ryu has typically been referred to as having a poor neutral, has been winning quite a few interactions.
Darkshad, he's Build-A-Bear comboing it up right now, just sending all these aerials every which way, getting damage, and he had the lead for a brief second until MVD broke through.
He says, I'll make my own, guys. I don't need these YouTube combos. I'm just going to do Darkshad things. An innovator and a powerhouse here at Smash and Splash 3.
Now it's all tied up on this stock. Oh, get the cross-up roll there. You had MVD scouted.
Oh, no, but he reversed the focus attack. He sent it the wrong way, and MVD was able to just get that down tilt out right into up smash and takes care of him.
And now it is up to Darkshad to take this stock. Still kind of hunting for the same kind of setups. They should all work at this percent, regardless of rage. But he's still got to break through this Diddy Vortex, and perfect time on the jabs, making sure that focus had nowhere to go.
You know, and it's important that Darkshad doesn't lose focus here, because he was in a similar situation in Games 3 and 4 and was able to actually pull out the Game 4 and push it to Game 5. It is important for him to stay in winners, though, because having to fight through losers is a mental, you know, draining process, and if you can avoid having to play more matches than necessary, why would you not do it?
Exactly, and so that's why this Game 5 is so important. This could be winner's bracket stock here for Darkshad. Oh, and that forward tilt didn't look like the right option, but again, these focus attacks are sneaking past the multi-hit of up smash against all odds.
And I mean, Darkshad also is the kind of player that
whoa!
Oh man, I was gonna say Darkshad is the player who typically defies all odds, but MVD clutches it out there, takes Game 5, gives himself a little, you know, little Tiger Woods fist bump. And guys, this was actually,
the door.
Yeah, this was a knockdown, drag out set here. We saw so many back and forth, you know, kills. The first part of it looked like Darkshad was in pretty firm control, but then MVD sort of started to download on him and really brought it back. Let's go to the replays and check out, you know, how that came to be.
And here we go. Which replay is this? This is gonna be the Darkshad. This is the Darkshad special we're talking about, right? So
that's and MVD had it, you know, had it scouted right there. But we're actually going to see a bit of a Shoryuken medley here. That's like, you know, Darkshad again came out pretty hot, lands right into it, and takes Game 1.
That Shoryuken comes out so fast. The hitbox is so like powerful because of that invincibility.
Yep. And then as we move into Game 2 here, we're going to see the MVD final kill with that monkey flip. Catches Darkshad on the platform.
Yeah, you think you're safe over there, you think you're far away, but Diddy's movement catches up and gets him.
And then this is the platform's coming in clutch here. Let me just reverse this real quick for you guys. It's a sort of, see, look.
That's so weird.
It just comes right in, and then all of a sudden, Darkshad is now on this platform. MVD gets right behind him, goes in the grab, and gets the hoo-ha.
Clean him right up, and it wouldn't be a replay without this one.
Yeah, this was how Darkshad reversed the curse and brought it to Game 5. Just, wow. That is something that all Ryus need to have in their arsenal to bring comebacks. And this will be the last one. This is how the set was decided. Just a straight banana forward smash, and MVD moving on.
That Mac Rage definitely coming in the clutch there for MVD. You saw how fast Ryu flew